Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you are here and welcome to this year's 2025 fall decor and decorate with me as I transition my home into this cozy time of year. This is the time of year that the season is changing and there's so many things to look forward to, whether they're small or big. So I'm really excited to show you all how I transition my home for this season and bring in that comfort and cozy, warm textures and just cozy feeling into my home. I'm starting off this video with the living room and I'm showing you all how I transition my pillows this year. So I always talk about in my videos how I want to buy new pillows, and I finally did buy a large haul of pillows, but this is kind of my staple now. So I got a bunch of white different type of pattern pillows from Ocean State Job Lot, believe it or not. These pillows are right from Ocean State Job Lot. I transitioned the pillowcases to some of the other pillowcases that pillows that I had, so that I can give it more of that like chopper feel to it. But yeah, I definitely love the way that this is looking. It makes the space look nice and fresh and airy. And I have now known that what I'm going to do is just switch out the pillows on the two chairs that you'll see me decorate. I feel like that's just what works for me and works for my home. I don't have to change out my pillow covers as much and worry about buying new pillows and just buying into the market of just getting new things. I'm not really trying to do that as much anymore. So you'll see me just transition things out throughout the seasons just on these two couches, and I think that just really works for me and also is budget friendly. So yeah, so we're just going to be transitioning the living room and getting it to a nice cozy feel and bringing in some more of that burgundy warm tones. I was able to get the burgundy from last year, so a lot of my items is mostly from last season, and I have not only got one new item, and you'll see that later out in the video. So for our mantel, one of my favorite places to decorate for the season, I'm going to be adding in these fall leaves that I've purchased throughout the years. Last year I did a big haul on just like burgundy items and a lot of leaves. Most of these items are from At Home, Marshall's, Michael's, and Target. I got a lot of this stuff throughout the years, so now I'm using everything that I've gotten and combining it together. And I really like the way that the leaves look in this glass vase, so I'm going to add them in layer by layer and then add in the floral piece, which I think really brings it all together and complements the home. course, you cannot do fall without adding in some pumpkins. And again, I had a lot of burgundy items from last year, and I actually got these 2 pumpkins from Aldi's. I love good Aldi's shop when they have some good items, and they always have them for affordable prices. I'm going back to now getting their candles. They have stepped up this year. Last year, I have no clue what happened. Maybe we all just kind of like just raided the shelves with the candles, because they did not have any left over where I lived. Once like it hit October, they were gone. So I am buying some Aldi candles. I love the way they smell, and one of the candles that's up there is an Aldi's candle, and it smells so good. So I'm just adding the 2 pumpkins at the bottom, which is a nice little tucked area. Hopefully the little one doesn't touch it, but I think it again complements the space. So for the final touches in the living room, to really bring it all together, I'm using this vase and tray on this ottoman table that I got from Amazon. And the vase is also from Target, and I got these leaves also from, I think, one of like At Home and a few other stores. So I'm going to just arrange and put these all together in a nice arrangement, and adding in that burgundy and brown again to really hone in and bring together those colors. I'm really liking the way that this looks, and adding a bag at the bottom of the vase really does help. It brings the floral up a little bit more, so they're not kind of like sticking down, and it also helps you out with, you know, bending the bottom of it. So again, I really like the way that this is coming out. I'm not fussing with it as much as I normally do, so that is always a plus. And yeah, this just really came out nice. I love this ottoman table from Amazon. It's one of my favorite pieces in this living room. It just really looks really nice and adds so much to this space. And then I'm going to add in a nice squishy kind of like textured pumpkin. It's a safer way for me to have this in the living room instead of having something a little bit like a harder pumpkin, just because the little ones, they will touch it. My little one likes to grab it. So we're always trying to take things away from her. So this is really much better and an easier way and safer way for her to not get hurt, but also still aesthetically pleasing. So moving into the heart of the home, which is the kitchen, another spot that I love to decorate just to add some more warm textures and tones to this space. I really love that, especially because the kitchen can be very gray, as you can see. So I love adding some of those colors into this space, which is going to brighten up this kitchen a lot. I'm starting off with one of the Magnolia books, cookbooks that she has. I got this from Marshall's during the summertime. They had a huge sale, and so these books were like $10 and $8, which was a good price for me. So I got that, and I'm adding just one of her recipes and opening it up just to kind of again add some more, you know, tones, give it a little bit more of a refresher style, and just add some more to this kitchen decor. I found that I now have a good structure in my kitchen, so I'm not going to be switching and moving things around anymore. I'm just going to be adding to this space. So I really like the way that, you know, where my book stand is at and my tray just really adds so much to the kitchen now. So I'm just adding in the vase and these florals again. I think these florals are from Michael's, and I got that last year. So I'm adding it to this vase. I love the vase because it gives it nice that roundness and just that texture again into the kitchen. Really looks really nice. Over the summer I had a different style vase, but this is really giving more of that autumn and fall look to it. So I really like the way that this is balancing out. For my little nook area right here, I'm always kind of using this area a lot. I'm just going to add in this vase that I got from Michael's again last year. And for this vase, I just added in a lot of different different pieces from over the years. I really wanted to balance in some of the white tones just because it was getting a little too moody in here. So I wanted to add in some of freshness with some of those white florals, and it gave it a little bit more of a pop, but still added that burgundy look. For my coffee station, which is one of my favorite spots because I love me some coffee and tea, I'm adding in these cups that I actually got from Marshall's, and these cups are so cute. They were giving me all the vintage and just little lady vibe that I can get in this area. And it was so me because just the little touch of pumpkins and mushrooms in there, but still the leaves, loved it. So that gives it just like a really nice look for the fall season, and I absolutely love the way that came out. And then I added the 2 pumpkins at the bottom. This pumpkin bowl I got from Aldi's, one of my favorites. I use this a lot, and I actually use it for food. So sometimes I'm putting biscuits in there. Sometimes if I make like a big dish, I'll put some soup in there, put some food in there, and I always put it at the center of our table so everybody can kind of share it out on their own. So that has been one of my favorite dishes to use. It's not just for decor, but it's also user friendly, so I love that. For the heart of the table, which is the island, I'm adding in, again, this vase and some floral. The floral's a little dark, so you'll see some of that little reddish tone to it, but also some leaves. Again, I really like the way that this balances out. And it also helps because those leaves are really long. So just adding in a little bit of the floral just really makes it look really nice. And then I added some, again, a leaf tray. I got that from Aldi's, and this candle I also got from Aldi's as well. And it is such a vibe. My daughter has been doing the clock it, so I'm doing that in this video, but really love the way that this all comes together. Again, adding in those tones and bringing it all together. Now this is our newer piece that I just purchased from Aldi's. This is a wreath, and I like this wreath because I love the color. Again, it's that brown color. It's going to bring in a little bit of that moodiness for the fall season, and it just brings in so much coziness. So for the dining room table, I added in this beautiful tablecloth that I got from Walmart in their craft section, and I really love the way that this tablecloth comes together. I had it on my table for my birthday gathering, and I just kept it here, so I really like the way that it kind of gives that little fall touch, but also like that vintage look to it, and I think it really completes the space. I've been looking for just a nice little runner to go on this table, but I think that this came together really nicely. So I'm going to pair it with a vase and some leaves, and that really just completes the living room and kitchen style for this fall decor, and I hope you all like it.
To whom much is given, much is required. You've given freely.
And as I close out and as we start to transition seasons, I want to remind you all as we transition into fall, I'm reminded of Ecclesiastes 3:1. For everything there is a season. Just like our homes change with the seasons, so do our lives. So remind yourself that there's so much beauty in every stage of life that we're going through, whether it is a challenging time, an exciting time, wherever you are. Just remember that as we start to transition our homes and everything that we're doing, that there's beauty in all of it. So just keep that in mind as you start to go throughout the seasons, and try to love every stage you're in.
Do something different that we've never seen.